What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel for an interesting review today. We have the Bentley Continental GT3, this one from Tarmac Works. This is a new release in the Hobby64 lineup of a car that has been done maybe better in 1/64 scale before. So let's take a closer look at it and see if it is going to be worth adding to your collections. So we get things started by looking at our casting itself here, and proportionally speaking, I am very happy to report that all is well, and we have a true 1/64 scale as well, so proportionally speaking, we're good, and scaling-wise, we're looking pretty solid too. Try to compare it with the real-life car as best I can there, and you can see it's looking pretty good, all things around. I don't really have any complaints. Now, let's go ahead and break the casting down here. So, what you are going to see on this particular one, with any kind of green paint, that's going to be your main die-cast body, and it is a pretty big, sizable chunk of the main model. You're going to have some plastic in kind of your more intricate spots, like your mirrors, your wing, and then some of these like dive planes and whatnot that are going on up front. But yeah, a lot of metal incorporated into this one, but it does still have kind of a lightweight feel, and that is because our base is entirely plastic, which is a bummer in my opinion. I strongly prefer metal bases, as you are well aware if you've ever watched any of my reviews. So thankfully though, the base is not super visible outside of like this front splitter and the rear diffuser back here. Those are really the only places you can see it popping out of the natural stance of the model. When it gets down to your body lines though, everything's going to be replicated quite nicely, and it's going to look very solid and very accurate to the real life car, and there's not really anything else to say casting wise here. Other than that, it's pretty solid. Moving into our paint and deco here, we have two actual liveries that have actually raced. Both of these are Bathurst 12 hours liveries that we have. This one is the 2019 livery, and this one is the 2020. I believe this one actually won the race, so that's pretty cool and exciting. We'll start over here with the silver one. You get a mostly silver paint job there with some green accents. Lots of details and sponsors and whatnot, looking pretty solid there. You get some chrome on your roof there. It's giving you a really nice reflective shine to it. It looks quite nice. And yeah, all things considered, this deco, very, very cool and accurate to the real life deco. But this is the one that I think is the better one in my opinion. Not only because it's the race winner, but it just kind of gives off heavy British racing vibes. And yeah, it's just a very nice, very hint of metal flake to the majority of the green. And then you kind of get the darker green intertwined with the livery on the whole. So yeah, this is more of a review of the liveries themselves. I think they're very good, and I think Tarmac Works replicated them quite nicely. Moving into our details, let's go ahead and get a closer look. So starting up front, we do have headlights that are plastic inserts, which look quite good. Some hood clips there, which you see the tampo mist ever so slightly on there. Not a huge deal. We get a Bentley logo there. Your front grille is meshed, but it's not meshed in like super depth, I guess is the right way of saying it. Like, you can see it kind of looks like just been painted over, and that is a little bit unfortunate, and that is something that is more relevant, I guess, on this one, because it doesn't look quite as bad on this one. So maybe that is something that is just unique to mine, hopefully. You get a little tow hook up there, and then your dive planes all casted in, looking quite good. Making your way down to the sides here, you get accurate wheels. They get tire printing with the Pirelli P0, and you also get a brake disc back there, so that's pretty solid. Mirrors do have the little plastic silver sticker on them to give them a reflective look. Very nice. Coming down to the side, you get some exhaust down there. Your rear wing back here looking solid. Cast details in, pretty solid, I would say. You get a little window hole there for the ventilation. You get some antennas up on the roof. Pretty good looking. Into the rear section, taillights are quite small, but they are replicated quite nicely here. Diffuser area, just in the hole, whatever this is going on, looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking the detailing is quite solid. The interior details, let me actually show you on this one because you can see them a little better, I think. They are very nice. It looks to be like a roll cage in there, and yeah, there actually is some like painted detailing and stuff going on the interior. Moving into our roll test. So as a Hobby64, rolling is not it's going to be its strong suit. The back wheels here do spin pretty easily. The front wheels are pretty locked up though. There's not a lot of like room for them to move. And that is unfortunate, and it is something that affects both of them. So it's not like it's just happening to the one here. And that is unfortunate and definitely a bummer for sure. When you put this one on the scale, it comes out to be 34.68 grams, which is actually quite light for a car that is this big. It's definitely going to be because of that plastic base. Moving into some pros and cons, the biggest pro is going to be the details. This thing is pretty jam-packed with the details, really all things considered, and it looks very realistic to the real-life car, which is a huge plus. Speaking of realism, the accuracy of the livery is also going to be a big pro. They have replicated it essentially to perfection. Nothing's out of place, nothing's out of whack. And for liveries that are, you know, a little complicated, not anything crazy, but, you know, especially the silver one with that chrome roof, like, I think they really did a good job with the replication. That being said, though, there is a con that I have briefly mentioned already, and it's going to be the plastic base. I know that's Hobby64's thing, and that's the excuse, at least, is to give it a more realistic look, but it's just a weak excuse, in my opinion, to be cheap out and give us a plastic base when we could easily get a die-cast one. The die-cast base would likely allow the model to roll a little bit better as well as give it a more premium feel in your hand. And I don't think that it would really affect the overall look of the models much at all, because there are so many other brands that do the metal bases and they look phenomenal. For some quick size comparisons, here we have it with some Hot Wheels Bentleys that you might have. With the Hot Wheels Bentley Continental GT3, which you'll notice is a little bit too small for to be true 1/64 scale. Then over there on your right-hand side, you do have the Bentley Continental Super Sport from Hot Wheels. And for some comparisons with some other premium true 1/64 scale GT3 race cars, I picked some of the other big boy models, I guess, with the BMW M4 GT3 from Mini GT on your left, and the Ford Mustang GT3 from Mini GT over here on your right. So with all that said and done, we are going to go ahead and find out if this one is going to be worth adding to your collections. So does this one live up to its hype? Now, this particular car has been done by Mini GT in a full premium way before, but a lot of the liveries that are easily available right now are not exactly liveries that are well hyped. So I think these ones are pretty exciting just because of the actual cars that they are replicating. So do they live up to their hype? Yeah, I would say they do. I think they're pretty solid, all things taken into account, and I have seen a lot of people quite happy with them. Value for your money, though. These things are going to run you about $30 each. And you know, the green one's starting to get kind of hard to find, too. So, you know, I would act quickly before prices go up too much, because even at the $30 price point, I would say these are slightly overpriced. If you can find them around the $20 to $25 range, I think that is a little bit more fair, personally. Feedback. So I have talked to a few of the groups that I'm in, and there's not a lot of people that do own this model, because a lot of people picked up the Mini GTs. I actually missed out on the Mini GTs because I was not thinking clearly when those were in stock and easily available. And so that's why I went with these and got the Tarmac Works castings here. But from what I have heard and seen, people are very happy with these, but I have seen a lot of people saying they like the Mini GTs better. So with all that taken into account, am I going to recommend this one to you? Yes, on the condition that you are like me and did not have any premium Bentley Continental GT3s yet. If you have any of the Mini GT castings, I don't see any reason to pick this one up. Or if you're not just a huge fan of this and you already have a couple of the Hot Wheels casting, I would say still probably not any huge reason to pick this one up. But if you're like me and you just wanted a premium GT3 because you're trying to upgrade your Hot Wheels into, especially for the race cars, into premium models, yeah, this was kind of something I had to get. And I do like them. I think they're good. But if you have other ones, you could easily skip these. And that'll do it for this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, share it with your friends, and then leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model. Do you have the Mini GT already? Are you going to stick with that? Let me know your thoughts on the two, and I will see you guys in the next video.